get in a
Are we going to be doing
good wrestling pose, or we're just going to be moving around at first here,
Okay.
so that we can
Should I
get.
take this off?
Yeah, you'll be fine for now. We're not going to
Okay.
do anything except for a little bit of footwork. Okay.
Okay.
So we can move in, move out, right? We're going to move sides, move sides, and then we'll just kind of move it around. You just kind of mirror me, okay?
How?
So you'll turn this way. You'll always want to be facing me.
Okay.
So
That's
I'm
what
gonna try and circle you out essentially,
Okay.
and then you'll just circle through. There we go.
Okay. I was like, oh, am I supposed to go to the right towards you?
There you go. And then just when we lead, when we're moving, we want to move the foot that is to the direction we're going moves first.
Okay.
So if I step right, I'm going to slide my foot right. If I'm moving left, my left foot's moving left.
Okay.
Now, I want to try and keep essentially a little bit of contact, because if I start to lift my foot and I take a big step, that's when you can just give a little swat with your foot and pop me out from my step. We'll catch people like that. Like if I was coming at you, it wouldn't take much for you to push on this shoulder and catch my foot like you were sweeping with that foot to knock me over, honestly. So check this out. Put a hand on this shoulder. Now, if I take a big step towards you, like that, just like that. Go ahead, right there. You feel how it's sliding already?
Yeah.
And that's with my foot down. Now, if I start to step in, and then you've posted this a little bit, and I step in and you do that.
Okay.
So what happens is, I just don't. I'm going to put all that pressure on it, and you extend the step, and it just drives it out, and I get dropped.
Okay.
So that's why I want to try and keep my feet, because even if you did that, if I have you posted and I have my foot like sliding, it's going to be harder to get because it's stuck.
Yeah.
But the less friction that I have, there I go.
Okay.
So that's why we want to try and keep our feet.
Okay. And so if I'm moving right, I need to move my right first. If I'm moving left,
Yep.
oh, that's gonna be trouble for my left. Okay.
So
Can we try going left more? That way I can practice with this
Yeah.
one.
all right, I'll just circle you around. And you can bring it up just a little bit. That's fine. You just want to keep it pretty close to the ground. There you go. And I always try to make sure that I get the closest I ever bring my feet together is about hip width. Maybe just a little outside hip width, because if I'm here, then I'm going to be a little bit easier on me. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to back up, and you're going to follow me forward.
I'll follow you forward.
Yeah, you're going to follow me, and then I'm going to move forward, and you're going to keep the distance. There you go. So this will teach you to get essentially your interval. So the distance between me being able to touch you versus you being able to touch me.
Okay.
So if I go to move in, you almost
I want to be able, just be able to
Yeah.
that distance.
If we can, while we're moving, if essentially it was like a post was between the two of us, every time I go to close that, if I'm +1, you're -1. If I'm +2, you're -2, right? So versus, and then it reverses. Like if you came at me, you took one. I want to be keeping that same interval at all times.
Okay.
Because that starts to let you know in distance, out of distance, in distance, out of distance. Because if we get too far apart, now we got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And closing that distance. So we want to try and limit that as much as possible. We want to stay within, not hanging out in the red zone where you can,
Boom.
and I can't reach you.
Yeah.
Or the red zone where we can both hit each other.
Yeah.
Because someone's going to lose sooner or later.
Yeah.
Someone's going to out hit the other person. They're going to go down. Now that makes for an exciting fight, but it doesn't do anything as far as like getting you to win.
Yeah.
So we want to try and stay close enough that we can do something, but not so close that we both end up in getting a hammered zone, but not so far out that we're
just walking around
around the ring. So this is what our footwork allows us to do. It allows us to move it in, and you can step it out, especially if I start to try and get you cornered. circling out is always going to be preferable to going straight back.
Okay.
So if I start to come in hard, you're going to sidestep it out, and that forces me to have to adjust my trajectory too.
Okay.
And it doesn't get you stuck in a corner or against a rope
Okay.
or against a wall or
Yeah.
a stall in a bathroom. You know, it's just you circle out, and that keeps you from getting caught.
Okay.
So you can still keep that interval, even though I'm coming in. You're still at that space.
Yeah.
Now, you wait just long enough, you can circle out, and you can get in closer, and then we start just like we've talked about in the past.
Yeah. All right.
Good. We're good. Good.
Sorry, I don't know why I slapped.
You should. It lets you. So just like with, like in collegiate wrestling especially, you'll see a lot of times if they'll get in and then they'll head tap the other guy
Like that?
just like constantly like popping it right. And what happens is
Yeah,
that
we talked
the
about
person
that.
gets irritated about it. They go to do this, and then that's when the person shoots. Boom! And they hit him with a takedown.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna warm up with, or we're gonna run through some partial takedown drills today. Okay. So with this one, we're gonna move in, and you're going to move in today. I'm gonna have you work almost like a choke slam.
Okay.
So what it's going to be is you're going to come in close, and you're going to grab a hold. You can grab a hold right here.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then just lift me straight up.
Like this?
So if you got actually here let's work this differently. We're gonna work slightly differently. I want you to move in and just here. Okay, so it's under over. So that one would come underneath
Okay, hold on. So am I going,
right there.
okay.
And
Am
now-
I grabbing you like that?
And now you're going to get a high pinch like this,
Okay, so like this?
just like that.
Okay.
All right, because this is going to lead to you being able to turn this hip through, and I would go over.
Okay, so
So you're going to be essentially hitting. You're going to come in. One can go under. The other can go over.
okay.
Now, this is going to allow you can step it out to the side and twist me over. You could turn your hips through and take me over. There's a lot of different things you can do from that high headlock position.
Okay.
It's going to be like a pinch headlock.
Okay.
So, we'll be here. I'm just going to keep a boom. There we go.
And then what do you want me to?
Nope, we're just going to get to our entry point a few times.
Okay.
We're going to do several of those. I'm going to stand here. You're going to shoot through.
Like that?
And try to get this one real tight and high.
Am I
So
going?
squeeze this in. There you go. Because you want me to be pinched in.
Okay.
There it is. Good. Good. Because if you really drove your body just a little bit behind me, you wouldn't even have to get as much of a twist in. It would be just a rolling of your hip essentially.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
We're good.
Went under your arm.
Because you'd be able to sag that. Like if you got that, and then you just rolled down to your hip, I'm going to be forced to follow it.
Like that, kind of?
So if you came in and hit it,
Oh, like all the way down.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can get to that, and that leads to a neck crank or a pin or a whatever. You know.
Gotcha.
It would be something that you would see because it is a like more Olympic style takedown, more of a Greco style. You would have seen that probably used more often in the 50s era pro wrestling, because that's when some of the guys still had like technical mat skills.
Okay.
So it'd be more of a Luthez era type approach, because you hit boop and you're down, and then you're working all the resting holds and whatever that are able to be applied from there.
Okay.
Good. Circle back over here so we get some more camera.
Now, am I too loose on this side?
Sit. Go ahead and put it in. All right.
Because I feel like I'm squeezing real hard here, but I don't feel like I have a lot of pressure on this side.
Try coming in just a little. You get just a little bit straighter. Now, this can hook in here. Now,
Because it feels like I'm more over this way.
and that's fine, but try to bring that elbow in. So feel it's kind of like that. Yeah. Because if I'm gonna try and hit a pinch, I'm gonna get right in there.
Okay.
One more. Good. All right. Now, we can also work again for if we're in wrestling. I want from now on, if possible, instead of having your tie hand with your lead leg, I'd like for it to be like this. Yeah. And so if you want to clear mine, you can shoot on the inside of mine, and there we go. Now it's harder for me to pull down because you see how it's popped out.
Yeah.
That also allows you to reach with this hand to grab legs. You see how if I'm wrestling with my left leg forward and I've got this up here, now I'm having to either that leg's too far back, or I'm going to be thinking I need to circle out and grab for that one.
Okay.
Versus if I have this one here, it's also, feel the difference. Grab it. Go ahead and hit me with a
this
tie
one?
on this side. Now
Yeah. That's.
it's harder to reach.
And then if I go that, yeah.
It also is easier for me to hold you off balance. Versus switch your hands. All right. Now you see how.
Yeah.
Now if I can try to grab this, right? Now well, watch. Let me when I try to pull you off balance though.
Okay.
Because that one's forward, and it's pulling on the opposite side of your body. There's more I have to pull through. If you don't want me to pull you, see how that's able to post a little bit, which
Okay.
you can't do if you're trying to pull me towards you while also having that lead
Yeah.
one forward. Because when you're right there,
Yeah. You're already kind of leaned forward that way, anyways.
yeah. So it's easier to snatch you off your base.
So, is it better? So, like, because this is my strong
Mhm.
strong arm. Is it better to be like this?
You know, that's how I'm right-handed, and I wrestle left lead, which is not common. It's considered southpaw, just like with boxers, you know. So, but I've always felt this was stronger, in part because I always wanted my power hand back for throwing really hard punches. So there's something to be said also by having, you know, Bruce Lee thought power lead was good, and some boxers like power lead because you got all that hard, the precision of being able to use your good hand out closer. It's more like a fencer.
Yeah.
More precision is there. I can hit hard. I might hit you hard here, but if I'm hitting you hard, boom, and I'm back out again. Wrestlers like it because they have the power forward. But there's something to be said for each of them. Like when I start to do like Greco-y stuff, I'll often switch my lead back to a more traditional forward lead because I can just push off that rear leg more. But if I'm going to do like more freestyle shooting, I've always shot off with a left lead, and so it's a lot easier for me.
Okay, so this might make me sound really stupid. What is so when you're like in this position? What is more important, to have the power up in front on your leg, or have it more power in the back?
So,
because this is my weaker leg.
Yes, I would not want to you don't want to post too heavy on it, because if you do, okay, check it out. I'm going to post heavy on my front leg.
Okay.
Now, try pulling me in a circle. All right? So I'm posted heavy on it. You decide that you're going to take a slight step and pull me around in a circle. All right. Now, try it when I'm weighted a little bit more over my hips or back even.
Okay.
A little bit harder, right?
Yeah.
Now, it's not that you're not going to be able to do it. It's just that if I'm leaning onto this, I'm going to be forced. You know, my energy is pushing this direction.
Yeah.
So when you go to do that, I'm going to naturally get pulled along with it. So you don't want to get heavy on your front foot.
Okay.
Keeping your weight back, because even with the catching and sweeping, if I get a little light on my front foot, but I'm heavier on my rear foot, even if you tried to yank my leg.
So I might
So hand? If you wanted to reach down and yank it, I can see how I can start to try and fight that.
In?
If you get a hold of my leg and I'm heavy on it, see how it
just comes.
I just slid across the ground to you.
Yeah.
So I would bias back more than I would forward.
Okay. Then I probably would bias like that then.
Okay.
So it'd be like that.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna get in here.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and keep
like that. You said
keep a little bit up, and you're in there. Now, what I want you to do is, if I've slapped this guy on you, right?
Okay.
So go ahead and slap yours on. Okay.
Do you want me to start on the inside?
I
or
want
do you
you
want me
to
fight into it?
I want you to come up, and I want you to circle over my arm.
What do you mean?
So swim over my arm, like arm out and in.
Oh, okay.
So if you're there on me, I'm going to try and get this right here.
Oh, okay. So you don't want me to have that position?
Nope. You're going to swim out, and we're going to get into what we call a whizzer position.
Okay.
So it comes in, swimming out, and now you're going to turn your body. You're going to turn your body out. There you go.
Like this?
So you're going to turn, and you kind of think about whipping me around against that elbow. So turn the shoulder forward. There we go.
Okay.
So it goes up and in, and then shoulder me around.
Okay.
So we're here, we're wrestling. Shoot from the.
Oh, sorry.
All right. There we go.
Didn't mean to punch in the face?
Nope, that's okay.
Okay,
so into the inside?
Inside. I don't want to go out.
Over. All right. Now grab with that other hand.
Okay.
Try to get like a bicep tie, which is going to be about right here.
Okay.
Or you want to get a wrist tie.
Okay. Your wrist.
And in fact, switch it around.
Like that?
There we go. And hit me with that. Now,
same thing?
Now you're going to get your hand to the inside. Now you can have your hand up here first.
Okay.
Start. Now you can drive that hand in, swim underneath it. Up and turn. Yeah, you're good. Go. To the inside. And then now twist me through. Boom.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, am I supposed to grab it with
nope,
this hand?
you don't have to. You can.
Oh.
You can just pull that through. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Good. Switch.
Oh,
Now,
no, other way.
Now that's, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, like that?
Now that's going to cause it to go right there. So,
Yeah,
a little bit different, but somewhat same.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to trying to do.
So swimming to the inside though,
Yeah. So.
and you can whizzer that thing. There you go.
Okay, so.
There you go. Good.
So what was the one when I was going over called?
So that would just be going for an, oh, you're going for that. Now that popped it through. There you go. Now,
Yes.
now I would be trying to swim out on that one as quickly as I can, so it gives you less control.
Yeah.
But if we're in here and we're swimming for control, right?
Uh-huh.
I might try to go for double underhooks. You can go for a double overhook because you're taller.
Yeah.
So if I don't get my arms bent, I could run into trouble. Now, you could eventually.
Can I push like that?
You could, but it's going to push your upper body back, which would allow me to drive my hips in. What I would do is if you got double overhooks, or excuse me, double underhooks on me, like I was trying on you, go ahead and grab a hold of it in the back.
Yes.
And then you're there. There you go.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to be trying to drive out. Now, in order to get out of this, I'm going to have to really try and get my hips back, but you can go here.
I'll look to the jaw, yeah.
Yep. So, and you can drive up. Because if I'm here, you can,
Yeah.
So, if I've got the double underhooks and you really wanted me to go back, just.
Okay.
Which isn't allowed in like Olympic wrestling, but it's perfectly feasible in catch or any other submission style or ring stuff. I mean, obviously, guys grabbing a hold of it and you just go, because it drives off, especially since you're driving out and I'm trying to hold on. Well, I'm doing myself a disservice by continuing to maintain that hold.
Yeah.
So
if we had it like this,
Mhm.
I grab it like this,
mm-hmm.
I come like that.
Yep, right there. Now, and you could use that for, let's say we're here, whatever, you grab a hold of that and you swing it through. So drive through, and then you turn, you could use that as a, slam into...
like throw you into something?
Yeah, you could even let me go so that I went off of whatever, and then you drive back in with a clothesline or whatever.
Gotcha.
So we're here, we can even show you.
Okay.
Right, so we're here wrestling, you get inside, you get the whizzer, you spin me around, boom, and boom.
And then the mattress falls on top of you.
Right. So that's a good, it's a solid actual wrestling technique that can be turned into a more theatric one. Or, I mean, you do that to a person, you throw them into something, bike rack, whatever,
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to keep a hold of it, you can trip the person. So as that's going...
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you next, because that was one of the things I was thinking was
So
be like that.
when you've got that, you would twist me forward and you would step in front of me.
What do you mean by twisting?
So keep this going forward, then just step your foot in front of me so I trip over it.
Am I not supposed to hold your hand?
You don't have to.
Oh.
So if you twisted this forward and you stepped in front.
Oh, just like
Wait.
that?
Yep.
Okay, so just keep the arm and then just.
Yeah, because if I've got him here, I've got that, I've gone over, I've got that whip, right?
Uh-huh.
When I take him through.
Gotcha, okay.
We're able to whip them around.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything, essentially, when you're trying to trip people, if you get them moving one way and you put a stumbling block in front of them, well, they're going to fall down.
Yeah.
Or they're going to stumble. And depending on what we're doing, a stumble sets you up for
A lot of things.
boom, hitting them hard or whatever it is. Because now they're stumbling, they're right here, off balance. Pow! You just drive a good hard strike in their head or whatever, knee, whatever it is. Or we trip them, now they're on the ground. Either we stomp or we get down and we go through with it and we can wrestle them on the ground then too, depending on whatever it is that we want to do.
Okay.
So we're in for wrestling.
Same thing?
Yep. You throw me into my buddy.
Oh,
Boom!
sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to throw.
No, it's fine. I was just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another possible. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
throw him into the partner or
Yep.
a friend.
so we're wrestling, you know, boom, boom, get control, swinging around, boom, and now we all fall on the ground and do the thing. Or it's the ref.
Yeah.
Now he's out.
Ref bump.
He goes, oh, I'm so fragile.
So, wait, not
Inside. Boom! Right there. And by keeping the hold, you know, that allows for that snap back.
Yeah. I was just thinking you could do that right into the
Yeah, you could. So,
well, I would have to cross over to the other side, wouldn't I?
so bringing me back around, you know, I'm coming off of that whip around. So you got this.
Well, we just we'll do it slow. So got you like this.
You wizard.
Yep. I throw you into that.
Now you can just slide this.
Okay. I would just step over and in.
Yep.
Okay.
And that honestly could be a type of standing submission for theatric purposes, because as I'm coming back in, you're whipping me and this comes across the top. Now you just put me over your leg and all.
Yep.
And then you can just step out and do the push down when they're like,
It's like you should have given up. Okay, so you're swimming.
so we're swimming. Now we're getting our good solid wrestling position. Good.
Yep.
All right. Now, when I'm here, you're going to move to that outside, get that good position, because I'm trying to get a position
Am
on you.
I doing the thing or am I doing
You
different?
go to the inside, just like you were.
Okay.
Now, as you swim out, start to step out and turn your body. There you go. And you see how much tighter it gets?
Yeah.
Also, you're able to use your body to drive instead of just your arm. Because if I clamp down and I get a good, I'm going to be trying to really put it on you.
Okay.
However, when you use your body to turn it out, there it is right there, right? And if you wanted to swing that around right into a clothesline, give it a shot. Especially on that side, that's my better bump side.
Sorry, that made me laugh. Okay. So,
I'm bringing it around. Whoop! You'll notice a much different look from that. For whatever reason, I can take a left side fall way better than I can take a right side fall. So I usually prefer to get hit off the left side because it really allows me to put my feet in the air.
okay.
Yeah, take a look at it. We're gonna come in. I'm gonna come. You just clothesline me. When you see that on the video, it's gonna look.
Do it on this side. That way you're not getting blocked by me.
So
swim.
swimming in, bringing it around. Boom. I'll put another hole in the wall. One of these days, I'll end up out in the garage.
I was telling somebody about that.
I'll shooting right between the two of them and end out there by the van. Hopefully, we have it on tape when it happens.
No, my luck it'll be you with one other person. So, when
Yeah.
I am doing it like that one, when I'm trying to use my body, how do I grab that wrist?
So if you don't get that other wrist, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I whizzer, if I come up over, you've got it, and I've got it here.
Yeah.
It's not as big a deal, right?
Okay.
It's not as big a deal. Now I would want that because control is control, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm whipping you here and I'm sticking my leg in front or whatever,
I'm going ass over tea kettle no matter what.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's the ultimate goal anyway.
Okay.
So we're here.
Oh, sorry, forgot. I just wanted to go block it. Sorry.
Boom. Now try to keep your head in line with your spine. So if you need to get just over just a little bit at the waist, that way we're here, right?
Okay.
Because if I end up with my head slightly down, feel the difference. Slap a collar tie on me. Right. So with my head in line with my spine, and you've got get a good solid grip in there, like you're gonna try and pull my head down, right?
Okay.
All right. Now check this out. Now try and pull my head down.
Oh,
It's
okay.
amazing what just a few degrees of flexion will do in the alignment of a person. So,
Okay.
so we're right here.
Okay.
Now, and then slightly rock your head back up, back towards my hand.
Up.
There we go.
Okay.
Now feel the difference in pressure when I put this on here, right? Now, start bringing your head down.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
It's unreal. Like just how much. That's why wrestlers tend to have big beefy necks, so that it's much easier to try and keep the other guy from pulling you forward.
Okay. So try that again real quick. Okay. So is that? So that's
Feeling better?
right?
Feeling better? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, as your head starts to rock forward, you'll start to feel it out of alignment.
Okay. Because that's something I've noticed, like when I'm even during like gym training stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're like keep your neck and stuff in alignment. It's like I have a real hard time telling
Yes.
when it's like I feel like I think it is aligned, but it's not. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to.
So when I do this here, I might put my hand on the back of my neck like I'm actually putting myself in a position,
Okay.
and then pull slightly back against it, and now I know that I'm in pretty good alignment with my spine.
Okay.
Because you'll feel it. Put it on the back. Now slightly rock your head back. You'll get a little tighter in your fingers, and right there should be good. Because that's what's going to keep us even right here. If I'm trying to pull you down, you've got a slight like cup to it, so it's like something to yoke against.
Okay. He grabbed your butt. Sexual harassment.
That's right. Some refs.
Damn it. Cut. We're gonna have to remove some audio.
Hey, hey.
Oh, I got cramp in my side from that. Up. Okay. Will you do me a favor? Try not to let me do it.
Okay.
I said try not to let me do it.
You did. So when you put, the thing about this is, if you get pressure on that, it's already locked out. So when you turn your body, if I don't follow it, I'm looking at hyperflexion.
Yeah.
So
It just felt like you let me get my arm inside. That's what I meant.
oh, okay. A little bit more on the over. So
What do
once
you
you get it, make sure you get this and you feel this right here.
Okay.
You feel how that gets tight?
Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't want to throw you because I thought you were losing your balance.
Hey!
because I felt my leg in front.
Now you can do the exact same thing, even if I don't end up with the grip up here. You can swim over it.
Oh, sorry. Huh.
And pop it around. So from out here,
Oh, okay.
boom. So if I post up, there it is. So you can split that and up and over.
Okay.
Boom.
So when I actually have you like that,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to throw you or?
No, you can just turn your body.
So just.
And if you bring this closer to your body,
What do you mean?
so this comes in, and you,
Oh.
and even if you just hug it up, now when you turn, I have a harder time getting it out of there.
Gotcha. Oh shit! I didn't mean to see.
Yeah, it was pretty spinny.
I went over.
If you did, right there.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the big twirl or whatever they call it. Now, if I start to get out in front of you,
Like this?
once I start to get out in front of you, you've lost it. So that's when I would let go, boink, and just slide that up and over. Because as I start to try and beat it,
So
this slides through, brink, right there.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to go that way as hard as I can. Because what I want to do is, I want to beat you around the corner.
Yeah.
So
So is
So I
that
can
a
get
good
out of
time
it.
to like put that one thing on?
yeah, you can hit the
So back.
brink right there. Yeah, you let go, you switch it up.
Okay.
And since my hands, for the most part,
It's already in that position.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
we're good.
I went to the wrong thing.
That's all right. It still worked, right?
Yeah.
So you might have to change the call.
Yeah.
Be like this. What are you doing, sir?
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no fucking clue idea. How's kids?
Right. All right. I don't seem to be cheering enough anymore. Let's get this done with. It's time to go get a burger.
Did you get a hot dog today? Go ahead.
Drive it in. I go here.
Oh.
And you can go over the top. Jerry Lawler was the Liberty Bowl Citizen of the Year or something like that.
Oh, how was the trip to Memphis?
It was good. It was good. I've never been to Memphis before.
Okay, so
It was and was not what I expected. Okay. Well, granted, I was not down on Beale Street late or anything like that, but people were super nice. Oh, cool. All right.
what's next?
That's a fun throw to go through too.
Like that little flip?
That little arm twist, it looks so good because a person's body's flipping through the air.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take those bumps anymore. I'm thankfully I'm not there yet, but I'm like, one day I'm gonna be like, oh, that didn't feel.
That stings.
That didn't feel good.
So the mattress that I have, I've been doing the bumps on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to eventually like get down to something thinner for like something more consistent.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to find anything yet. Because I need something like that's wide enough that I can land like completely on,
Mm-hmm.
and like that, like if I can get my head back, shoulder,
Yep.
like whole thing, and also my arm span.
Yeah. Yeah, because a wrestling bump is a lot wider up here
Yeah.
than like we do with judo jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, because you guys just go like that.
We get much closer. Yeah. But when you're, I mean, a lot of those pro wrestler jumps, I mean, they jump straight up and get pretty well flat.
That's the other thing is I've been trying to get my ass up,
Mm-hmm.
and like it feels like I'm getting up, but watching the video, it still looks
still
like I'm falling
rocking
down.
back. Yeah, the when we did it, we always either had a person grab hold of our legs.
Yeah, and that's what somebody suggested. Like, we'll have someone like pretty much like sit down like and fall off of them. Like, great in theory, except I don't have anybody who's willing to do that.
And other than that, you know, I've used the yoga ball for that. I don't even know where that thing is.
I tried using the yoga ball. I don't know, like, if maybe I was doing it wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't even get it stable enough to like. Yeah, I was like, as soon as I would go to fall back, I would fall to the left or to the right.
Oh, there it is. Here. Take this with you
The tire?
and put the yoga ball in it.
Oh, okay.
Because here's my yoga ball.
The pop. I was gonna say it's the pop.
It's over here. It's hiding underneath a bunch of people. Yeah. Well, this is what I need to pump up. But what we'll see, isn't it? If we put it in the tire. Now it's not going to go anywhere, and when you fall back off of it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing I was like, as soon as I would like get into the position, it would just like roll out that way.
Yep.
Or roll out that way, and I'd end up like going the opposite. Like I literally fucking missed the goddamn mattress.
Jeez. All right, but yeah, put that in there, and that's going to allow you to.
Let me try with your mattress real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I won't be able to do the slap, but I can at least do the bump. Hopefully. I probably fucking miss it. Fucking tires shoot out from under me, knock over the goddamn camera. Okay, so. Oh wow, that's a lot flatter than I thought it was.
Yeah, mine was a lot flatter.
Okay, so would I go like this? And then just. No. God damn it. I hit my table.
Ah.
That's not right.
So I would start further forward then.
Or further forward. Okay.
Yeah. Because if I get too far back,
Yeah, that's what I was.
it's just gravity's gonna.
Yeah, that's what was
grab
going on. Okay.
So I would sit right here, and then feel yourself going back, and then if you need to, give yourself a little push.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, a little further forward, and then
Forward this way?
Yeah. Because that's going to get you where your shoulders start going back first. All right. Blow all your air out as you go down. There it is.
Yes.
It's hard when you've got it all right here, but that will give you the opportunity.
Oh shit, there's change. Okay, let me try that one more time.
And obviously, once it's pumped back up, that also is going to make a big difference.
I also wonder if my yoga ball might be too small.
That's possible too.
Okay. like right here.
Yep. And then start rocking it forward and feel your shoulders should. Yep, right there.
I didn't even feel like I fell though.
Isn't that, but that's the way it's gonna go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if I do it without, when I do it without this guy, I'm gonna push myself backwards. Boom.
Are my legs and hips coming up at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, tire.
Ball. I just want to do a bump on this without it real quick and see how different one this one feels than my mattress. So this one doesn't look nearly as thick as mine. This probably gonna knock the fuck out of me, so let's film it. Luke's death. Okay. So I can't do the slap because I'm gonna hit the mattress. Oh!
You alright?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely thinner. Okay. Do it again.
Yeah. Try. We always started low, if possible, from here, and then we would go and try to push our hips up. So you're just kind of trying like, and that's the same movement that you eventually work when you go
to a suplex.
Yeah.
So like a bridging suplex. Okay. So I'll get down as low as possible.
And try to keep your feet posted.
Like that?
Yeah. And if you drive, the more hip drive you get, the more your shoulders will hit first.
I'm gonna leave the goddamn chain in my pocket.
And then eventually you can get a full jumping one where you're here and then you're able to back into it. And then drive your hips forward. Yeah. And the more you push the hips forward, the less the more you'll notice that your hips are driving forward. Boom! I can come down into it. So with the hip drive, it's the same thing for a suplex. I don't want to lift and arch. I'm driving my hips through for it. And so if I want to go back initially for this, boom, I can land on it. Or if I was going straight back. But the hip drive really helps out with that initial. And then you can start later on popping off your feet.